I've been watching this guy's videos on YouTube and I've been absolutely shocked, seriously shocked by the quality of his filmmaking, the quality of his cinematography. It's been seriously stunning. And if you are a filmmaker, or photographer, or you've been maybe thinking about a home improvement project, or renovating some cabin, or moving into a van, or whatever your heart desires, I think this guy is a great follow. And if you're a biker, we're gonna first get into. Let's start with his bike journeys, which are remarkable, and then we'll get into his recent projects in the Italian Alps, which has just been my favorite thing to watch lately. Let's start off with Year on a Bike.
I had a very rough idea of the complete route, but you can't plan it in detail ahead. It's just impossible because it's simply too much. I knew I had destinations like the Salt Lake in Bolivia was on the list. I knew about a mountain bike route in Ecuador. Those were things that were on my list, so I knew it would need to be on the Pacific side of both of the continents.
So quick note here, this guy has absolutely inspired me. I think I'm sort of predisposed to undertake a version of this journey. I'm not a bona fide adventurer the way that some of these guys are. This is the kind of guy who does this is the kind of guy who sails the Atlantic by himself. It's that kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Which I would not do because I would die. But I would. I actually would. I actually think I could do this. I think I could do this. There's a higher chance of me doing this than me renovating my own cabin in the Italian Alps, only because I know how to ride a bike and I do not know how to use a hammer. That's kind of a joke, but I'm seriously incapable in those typically masculine domains. I think Casey Neistat had some quote in one of his videos where it was like, there's two kinds of men in the world. Men who can make things with their hands and everybody else. And damn it, I am on this side of the camp. I can't do anything with tools. But I can ride a bike. I can speak a bit of Spanish. So this route right here would be increíble. Luego, México, me encanta el país. México es enorme y tiene muchísimo que ver. Guadalajara, tengo un amigo de Guadalajara, me han dicho muy buenas cosas, cerca de la Ciudad de México, me encantó. La Ciudad de México, si nunca has estado, la Ciudad de México es la segunda ciudad con más encanto que he visitado en mi vida. He pasado un par de días, en mi vida en total, 1 semana, 2 semanas en París. En la Ciudad de México también pasé dos semanas. Están así, París y la Ciudad de México increíbles, con un encanto que no he visto en ningún otro lugar del mundo. Impresionantes. Si nunca has estado en la Ciudad de México, te lo recomiendo. I can't recommend it enough. Me asombró. A ver, ¿qué más? Ecuador, Perú, chaval. La comida peruana, oh my God. It's so good. It's so good. Lomo saltado, God, it's good. Me encanta esa comida. Pues Perú, Chile, Argentina. O sea, para mí sería genial. Hablar un poco el español, hacer amigos. Habrá unos paisajes impresionantes por todos estos países. In the meantime, this guy also has me thinking to maybe do hacer el camino de Santiago de Compostela. Pero ahora, después de ver sus vídeos, ahora me está llamando la atención. Algún día, dentro de un par de años, haré el Camino de Santiago. Y lo grabaría para publicar, para hacer un vídeo, para hacer un corto, tipo Martijn Doolaard.
And it was crazy because it was nothing like I've ever experienced before. Because in the distance you could hear the rumble. It was just like a fireworks show, very far away. You could see the lightning and the thunder, and it was everywhere around me. And slowly it closed into me, and I was in this flat desert. There was nothing there, just me, my bike, and my little tent. It's just pretty scary night. I mean, the desert, it's a really beautiful place, far from anything, but there's thunder going on. I don't know if you can see it. Look at that. And it's kind of all around me, the horizon.
Oof, God, that would be really scary though, wouldn't it? All alone. Beautiful visual though. A lone hiker lit red in a black field. Thunder in the distance. Inky clouds overhead.
Look at that.
God, that thunder is creepy, man. Wow. Also find this quite nice. Must be miserable. I've biked in the rain before. It's pretty miserable. But in terms of the aesthetic value, you've got this great outline, this beautiful outline of his head and his shoulders. It's really nice. The ridgeline of the trees, kind of blues and grays and blacks. It's really pretty. And then you have the atmospheric element of the rain. That's why I love the rain. Part of the reason it really is part of the reason that I, on top of being more into snow and mountains than like beach and sun, I really do crave this sort of moody weather and the change of the seasons and the atmospheric sort of environment. I really, really like it. This sort of Amsterdam, Paris, Berlin, Seattle, New York, Montreal, Galicia, it's got this ambiance that you don't get if you're just, in perfect LA, or if you're in Nice in France or whatever. I need it. I need this sort of the brooding weather and the snow and the sleet and the rain and the fog, and it's really inspiring. It's really inspiring, and it really speaks to me.
I don't like this. No. I'm gonna stick my arm out, see if you can see something. How does that look? All right. The one solution here. Go drinking.
Great shot at the beach here. It's that blue hour, that twilight. It's so alluring. It's so intriguing. Pretty great. He got some pretty fantastic visuals in Guatemala, which he says surprised him. He said the variety of the landscapes was very impressive.
At 4,000 meters we camped, but we didn't see much of it.
How good is that? A couple silhouettes in a campsite. This is beautiful. This is Joaquin Serolla-esque. This is really nice, really nice. Below this patched and torn tent covering, two figures huddled by the fire, sipping black coffee and warm frijoles and, roasting corn by the fire. Fog in the distance. Really, really pretty, really pretty, really nice. This might be one of his standout. This is what I'm talking about. He has a great eye for composition. Really great eye for composition. Great shapes here. Negative space. great shapes.
A few days later, I hiked up another volcano a bit further down south, which is called Volcan Pacaya, lesser known. But again, it was rain season, so I was in the clouds. I started a hike very early morning. There's a dog following me.
I mean, come on, this is feature film. This is beautiful, really, really beautiful. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to this opening shot. How good is this? Yeesh. Smoky, bluish, greenish, grayish terrain. Beautiful, really, really nice, really nice. Can you imagine two little silhouettes on the hill? Someone smoking a pipe or huddling by a fire. Feature film.
I had trouble with mine showing like condensation on the inside. I was just getting in trouble with my electronics.
So he says here that it was so rainy in Nicaragua, Panama, and Costa Rica that he kind of rushed through it. You know, it looked pretty miserable, and he was getting some difficulties with his camera equipment. His camera equipment was starting to fail because there was so much condensation. The silver lining, ruining a camera there's no silver lining to ruining a camera, but this is, he is, because of this inner condensation inside the lens and around the lens, it's giving this really cool atmospheric glow and this really murky haze that is clouding the entire picture. It's making it look like a painting. It's really, really beautiful.
It started so early this morning. Got up at 5, cycled.
I mean, look at the colors. Look at the colors and the luminance and the reflections. It's really, really nice. It's what is this guy's name? Caravaggio. You know, the shadows and the light and the highlights on the forehead and the shadows. Really, it's perfectly lit. It's perfectly lit. This frame.
6, 7, and I thought it would be straight right now, but it's not. There's so much rain. So much rain. This is the rainforest in rain season. So tired. And not only that, like the thunderstorms, also there, very different than the one in Nevada, which was a dry thunderstorm with not so much rain. Actually, no rain at all. But here there was so much rain, and the lightning getting so close, very close.
How's that for a shot? Watch that again.
And the lightning getting so, but here there was so much rain, and the lightning getting so close, very close.
God, this guy's really inspiring me. That guy's really inspiring me to do this journey. Porque no solamente es andar en bici, ¿sabes? También está quedándose con personas, está haciendo amigos, está contando historias, está grabando cosas en el centro de las ciudades, en la arquitectura, la gente, pues la cultura, ¿no? Me parece muy, muy guay, muy guay, y me gustaría hacerlo. Y la idea sería quedar con, ¿sabes?, artistas, artesanos, cafeteros, hacer entrevistas, imagínate las grabaciones que podría hacer en un taller, en una finca, en una iglesia, muy guay. El estilo antiguo de la arquitectura y impresionante. El bosque y el atardecer y el amanecer y la lluvia y la... No puedo imaginar en la Tendré que dar un paseo por ahí. Colombia, Chile, sobre todo en el otoño y en el invierno también. Porque como me encanta la nieve, sería bastante... no puedo imaginar. Un poco de nieve, ver la nieve en Chile, en Bogotá, en Colombia. Yo estaría súper contento. Come on, I mean, look at this light. Look at this light. I'm such a poser that this is what I'm thinking about right now. When I do a little video, when I make my own documentary in Santiago, haciendo el camino a Santiago, o haciendo un viaje en bici, voy a pensar en el color de mi ropa y cómo va a aparecer en el verde y el azul y las naranjas de la montaña y la finca y de la hierba y del paisaje, los verdes y azules y marrones. A lo mejor una chaqueta, no sé, dorada o algo, ¿sabes? Algo guay para destacar, pero que sea coherente con el estilo en general. Con el... how do you say color palette? That's a good question. Paleta, con la paleta del paisaje. Algo poético esa frase. Quiero llevar una chaqueta dorada para que sea coherente con la paleta del paisaje. No está mal. Come on. How sweet is this? Oh, that is seriously beautiful. I'm gonna have to do this.